Just as Brahma in Hindu mythology, Jehovah, the god of the Jews, lay dormant for ages. But then, he awoke from his deep slumber, filled with a vision of creating a new world. What was this divine dream? What did Jehovah envision for his creation? Let's explore this together.
In the beginning, time stood still, waiting for something to happen. Then Jehovah, the God of the Jews, stirred from a long unknown slumber, and in that moment, time began to spin. For an eternity, he had rested in silence. But when he awoke, a deep desire blossomed within him, a yearning to create. Like all creations, it started as a thought, which then formed into a dream, and finally into something real. In many religions, God's mind is often seen as functioning much like a human. Jehovah, with his thoughts swirling in his awakened mind, decided it was time to bring his dreams to life. And so, he began his creation by making the vast sky a canvas for the wonders he would soon create. With care and precision, Jehovah crafted the earth, stars, and planets. He was both an engineer and an artist, bringing forth life with every stroke of his divine hand. The Bible tells us that on the fourth day, he paused to admire his work. He judged it flawless and, with a satisfied nod, continued his creation. Jehovah sent out sound waves, and water appeared on the earth. Another command, and plants began to sprout, followed by animals and all living things. But it was on the sixth day that Jehovah decided to create something truly special, man. This creation required more effort. Jehovah gathered the dust from the ground and carefully shaped it into a human form. Then, he directly blew the breath of life into the figure's nose, and man came alive. This man, named Adam, was placed in a beautiful garden called Eden, a paradise filled with fruit trees of every kind. In the middle of this garden stood two special trees, the tree of knowledge of good and evil and the tree of life. Jehovah had a secret plan for these trees, so he forbade Adam from eating their fruit. If not for this command, Adam might never have noticed the trees among the garden's abundance. But with the prohibition, Jehovah set the stage for the unfolding drama. At first, Adam was content. He wandered the garden, ate the fruits, and slept, a simple life with no worries. But Jehovah had other plans. He knew that for the game to begin, Adam needed a partner. So one day while Adam slept, Jehovah took a rib from his side, and from it created a woman, Eve. Her presence brought life and excitement to the garden. Adam, once passive and sleepy, now followed Eve, enchanted by her beauty. The story takes a turn when a cunning serpent, one of Jehovah's creations, approaches Eve. The serpent spoke to her, and Eve, like many women after her, was curious and talkative. They engaged in conversation, and soon the serpent convinced Eve to eat the forbidden fruit from the tree of knowledge. She did, and then offered it to Adam, who ate it without a second thought. With that bite, the game Jehovah had started was won. Adam and Eve became aware of themselves, their nakedness, and the world around them. They were no longer passive but active, sewing leaves together to cover themselves. But this newfound awareness frightened Jehovah. He realized that man, now enlightened, could reach out and eat from the tree of life, becoming immortal like him. Fearing this, God banished Adam and Eve from the garden. He placed guardians, called cherubs, at the entrance, armed with a flaming sword, to prevent them from returning and accessing the tree of life. Jehovah's dream was beginning to unfold. His plan was to fill the earth with humans, each living, learning, and multiply. The Garden of Eden was more than a physical place. It was a symbol of a time when humans lived like animals, carefree and idle until the arrival of Eve. Her presence sparked a change, making Adam more human, more active, and more aware. In this tale, the woman is the driving force, the first to seek knowledge, and the one who shares it with man. Without her, man would have remained in his passive, animal-like state. The serpent, often seen as a symbol of lust, played its role in awakening Eve's curiosity, leading her to the tree of knowledge. The tree of life, however, remained out of reach. It symbolized spiritual knowledge, something not easily attained. Jehovah's plan was for man to live on earth, to grow, learn, and eventually reach a higher state of being. But this journey required time, effort, and a deep understanding of life. In this story, Jehovah's dream was not just about creation but about the evolution of man, from a simple passive creature to a being capable of great knowledge and spirituality. The tale of the Garden of Eden, rich in symbols and meaning, reminds us that life is a journey. It is a game played between the divine and the human, where each step forward brings us closer to understanding our place in the universe. And so Jehovah's dream continues, with each of us playing our part in the grand design. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned with Mind Machine for the next chapter. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Have a good day. Goodbye.